Oh, McKeeman obviously, and that's a big right hand. Here, uppercut to follow, and McKeeman is...
Doing, folks, 138 MMA here, and I am with Carlos Trinidad-Snake. He's going to be your headliner for the BKFC Omaha Fight Night card coming up on May 17th. I'm looking forward to this card. It is in my hometown, as you guys know. Carlos is also from Omaha, so, you know, I saw him fight clear back in the day when he made his amateur debut at the Omaha Fight Club in '98, I do believe. In fact, I was in attendance for that one. So, Carlos, how you doing today, man? Tell everybody kind of a little bit about yourself, and we'll go from there.
Hey, what's up, man? I'm doing great. How's everybody doing? Carlos Trinidad-Snake here. Just super excited to headline this card coming up here in Omaha, Nebraska. Super excited to show everybody I'm the real deal, and I've climbed the ladder the right way, man. I'm ready to take anybody on, and I'm ready to get that belt.
So this is your first headline card for BKFC, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And if I'm correct, so the guy you're up against, he was on The Ultimate Fighter season 14. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm not sure which one, but I know he was on.
That was the one. Yeah, that was like a long time ago. So dude's a vet. You know, he's been around for a while. I think he had a handful of fights in the UFC. So, you know, I would say he's probably the most experienced guy you've ever fought. Is that correct, you think?
I think so. I think he has a nice little resume, but I'm definitely not a beginner in any way. You know, I've been fighting for a long time myself too, so I'm ready to go in there, surprise him, show him what I got for sure.
Yeah, and so I looked over your record again prior to this, like your MMA record, because obviously you're 4-0 in BKFC, so it's a pretty, you know, it's a short thing. I mean, BKFC is relatively new. But in MMA, you had a pretty extensive amateur career before going pro, and you've had 2 pro MMA fights, won both of those. So as far as a professional, you're undefeated everywhere.
Yeah.
How does that feel? Like, does it feel pretty good just knowing there's that 0 there?
Yeah, it feels great, man. You know, I feel like as an amateur, you know, I didn't have that golden takeoff, you know, where I had the undefeated streak and I was dominating everybody. I kind of had to figure it out on the go. And after every fight, you know, I learned. I did have a lot of amateur fights, but I definitely picked up. And when I made it to the pro ranks, man, you know, I definitely just been dominating everybody, and I've had that golden streak right now. So I'm just glad it's all going great.
What was it that got you into martial arts in the beginning, and just in general? What kind of got you down that path?
Honestly, I just feel like I was just kind of always like just a hard-headed kid, and I felt like it was something I could do. It was just like something inside me told me like I could do this, you know. My dad took me to like boxing when I was younger, and I did that for a little bit. Didn't really stay with it. And then when I turned 17, I moved to Omaha. I didn't really have anything to do, so I worked, and then I wanted to do something to get out the house, and I went to a gym, and that's just where it all started.
Yeah, I wanted to get out of the house, so I decided to go fight some people. That sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
So something I've noticed is like BKFC seems to be a really good fit for you. How did you decide that is where you wanted to go as opposed to down the MMA rabbit hole?
You know, I just feel like you need to be a dog to be in the bare knuckle, and I just felt like I just met all the criteria. You know, a lot of people say that they can take a hit, or that they want to take a hit, or that they want to get in a war, and I don't know. It's hard to really see until you get in there, and I'm down for it all, you know, and I just feel like I can give the fans an exciting show. I felt like I could dominate in the BKFC, and so far I've delivered on everything.
That's the truth. Definitely the truth. In fact, you've actually won me and my fans quite a bit of money, so that's good. So I appreciate that. You also, just from like when you see your like face-offs and stuff, you do that thing where you extend the arm out. You've got an extremely long wingspan, and I imagine that helps quite a bit for BKFC, especially because, I mean, like one shot really can change a fight in bare knuckles. Every shot's impressive. Is that something you noticed early on, that like that is a really big advantage for you in the boxing realm?
I think just in my weight division in general, I feel like I'm kind of like not a bigger body, but I feel like just like my arm, my wingspan, like you said, is longer, and I definitely use it to my advantage. And I mean, there's fighters out there who are long and just don't even know how to use it, or don't have the confidence, you know, to use it. So like, I'm just glad, like I said, I've worked on everything. I've got a great team over here at Skywalker, you know, that gets me ready. So I'm just confident in all aspects of the game.
Now, do you have any plans to dabble back into the MMA arena at some point, or are you going to stick with BKFC? That's kind of where you want?
I started out doing MMA. It was always my first passion, man. I feel like it's a game of chess, whatever skill you got, versus whatever they got and who can implement theirs first. So I like the challenge of MMA. Like, I love it, man. I still train MMA every day, every week. Jiu-jitsu, everything. Like, they call me for an MMA fight and I could be ready. And I'm sure I'd surprise everybody because I know a lot of people think I just do bare knuckle, but MMA is where I started and that's where I shine at too.
So you still train in the gym. You still train all of the aspects of MMA, even if it's not your. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So you're keeping the tools sharp. You're keeping ready. So BKFC doesn't have any like exclusive, like you can only fight for us type of thing.
I'm not certain. I haven't like signed anything with them like that exclusively, so I should be able to do everything.
That's good. I'm sure they'll lock you down once you get that belt, right?
Yeah, for sure. They'd be fools not to, man, because I'm about to blow up for sure.
So I think after you get this win, what's next for? It's got to be a title shot soon, right? Nobody really in BKFC has like a huge bare knuckle record because it's still just a relatively new sport. You'll be 5-0. Like, you should be in line, right?
I think I'll definitely be in line. 5-0. I'll have 2 ranked contenders under my belt. The last one being the former champ. I think I definitely have a nice little resume to put forward and put my name in the hat for the next title shot. If they don't go with the rematch with Palomino, if not, it doesn't matter. They can go ahead and do that, and I'll just take the winner of that. I have no problem being patient. I've waited almost a year for this fight. It'll be like shy of like a week, for a year for this fight in my last one. But I just stay in the gym, man. Like I said, I stay training, and I'm just waiting for my opportunity, and I'm not going to blow once I get it.
And so, speaking of your gym, so are you at Skywalker, correct?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Okay, so how long have you been at Skywalker?
I've been at Skywalker since I was about 19. I'm 28 now, so yeah, for a long time, man. I grew up over here in this gym. I do teach some beginner classes over here, so I got a nice little squad of guys that follow underneath me, and it's funny because I started out, like I said, I was 18, 19 over here in the gym, and now all these dudes look up to me, and it's just a good feeling for sure.
For sure. Yeah, you're a veteran of the game at this point. Like we talked, your first fight was back in what, like 2013 or 14 or something like that?
Yeah, I think might have been 2014. I like to think like, I'm still young and like a kid and stuff like that, but I've been around for a long time, man, for sure.
It was the Wild West back then too. That was crazy times, man. I know it.
Yeah. I was definitely a little bit heavier too. I think I fought my first ones. I was like 200, 185. Like, I came coming down from the weight classes. I was a bigger kid when I started.
Yeah, you definitely like changed your size quite a bit. That's good. Because now your last fight was at 160 something.
Yeah, 165. Same thing with this one, 165.
Yep. That's so good. Yeah, because BKFC has. So I'm not super familiar with all the weight classes for BKFC. I follow MMA obviously more closely. MMA YouTube channel, makes sense. With BKFC, is it like every 10 pounds kind of deal?
I'm not really sure either. I kind of just mind my business and just worry about me. I'm not really entertained by like any of the younger or like smaller weight classes that fight or anything like that. Maybe some of the heavier ones, I think they're cool, but the smaller weight classes and stuff like that, it's just hard to keep track of everybody. There's a lot of people.
For sure. There you go. Well, that's awesome. So, okay, on this card, there's a lot of local talent. You train with a few of the other guys on this card. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you've been getting the reps in with a lot of guys that are preparing for this specific card. How do you think that plays a role as opposed to like your opponent who likely isn't, because nobody else on this card's, from his gym, I assume.
Yeah.
So like, how does that kind of affect like your training? Is all these guys from the same gym training to be in a bare knuckle fight on the same card?
I think it's just like the intensity and just like the mindset. I think we all have the same goal and we all working toward the same thing. And not everybody's. I think I'm the longest running fighter. Like, I've had all 5 fights. Every time the bare knuckles came, I fought on every card. So some of the guys, they've only had like 1 or 2, and they like kind of ask me like, what do you do, or how do you do it? And it's cool just to think like some of these guys are older than me, you know, and I used to remember watching them in the old victory fights and stuff like that, the local shows, and they think like, you know, like I said, like I'm a vet now, and they ask me a couple tips and tricks, and it's awesome, man. But I think we got a good bond going, and we're all working hard, and I feel like we'll all get the victory again for sure.
Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. We'll have to do the Skywalker parlay. You know what I mean? Get all the guys on there.
That's right. We got some killers on the squad. It's gonna be a good show.
House. Yeah, it's gonna be it's a big like it's a pretty decent sized card for, like, you know, because like Omaha, you don't think of it as like a, you know, like a big fight city, but we host a lot of fights here, so it ends up being kind of that. And Bare Knuckles come here, like quite a few times now. I guess at least 5.
Five, yeah.
I was gonna say you fought on all of them. You've never fought for them outside of Omaha, have you?
No, never.
They need to get you on all the cards, man.
For sure. They don't want me heading out the guys, man. They ain't gonna have no ticket sellers. I'm gonna kill them all.
That's right. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, you being the hometown guy, I assume you're packing out the stands, yeah?
Yeah, I'm promoting them, man. So anybody needs tickets, let me know. Hit me up. Follow me on my Instagram, Trinidad-Snake. Get me for tickets.
Do you have so like if people purchase the stream online, because I assume that they have to, it's a purchase, like it's not just like a free stream. Do you get credit for that?
I have like a referral link on my Instagram set up. So if you go to my Instagram, use my referral link when you set up for your account and watch the show, I'll get credit for it.
Awesome. I'm gonna link your Instagram in the bottom in the description. So everybody that's watching right now, go down to the description of this video, click on his link to his Instagram, follow this man, and then also if you want to buy the event or watch or stream the event, use his referral link. It's gonna get him a couple of bucks, help your boy out. So there we go.
Thank you.
So other than that, we'll be, you know, wrapping up here, but give out any closing thoughts yet, anything that you wanted to kind of, you know, get out there, talk about whatever it is that you wanted to get off your chest, and then plug whatever social media or anything you want to plug.
Yeah. I just like to say thanks to everybody who's going to come out and support for the fight. And I've been working real hard. I can't wait to show everybody the skills that I got and what I've improved on. And just watch me dominate this guy. He's coming a long way. It's going to be a long trip home after he loses.
Yes, it is.
Shout out to my team over here at Skywalker 101. All my brothers I got fighting on the card. I got a lot of teammates fighting on the weekend after and the next day right after the bare knuckle fights too. So good luck to all of them. And my sponsors, I got a lot of sponsors, man. So just
shout them out.
Thanks to all of them. I got Gladiator Energy. I got Luke's Corner, J&D Concrete, Black Belt Movers of Omaha, Elite Nutrition, and I don't want to kill anything else. Thanks to everybody, and if I missed you, I'm so sorry, but I appreciate everything. I appreciate all the love. That's it.
There you go, guys. You heard it here. Carlos Trinidad-Snake going to be a bare knuckle fighting championship champion by 2025, let's say. That's what's going to happen, guys. You heard it. Thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you all down the road. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way out.
Yes, sir.